Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So it's 6 a.m. and I said, hey, why not make a video about Voyager? Because they did it again. And the question is, can Voyager survive or can Voyager not survive? If you guys are living under a rock, FTX was supposed to buy Voyager for $1.4 billion. This was announced earlier in September. Then in November, Sam Bankman-Fried turned out to be a Sam Bankman-fraud, and FTX collapsed. Right now, Sam Bankman-Fried is actually being extradited to the United States from Bahamian jail. But that's a completely different video that I'll probably make a little bit later or maybe tomorrow. In November, when it's announced that Sam Bankman-Fried is going under, Voyager deal is no longer above water. Voyager Digital is no longer going to get a bailout, and Voyager Digital is all worried. Rightfully so. The customers of Voyager Digital are also worried. To be precise, 1.7 million customers. The deal from FTX was supposed to bail them out for $1.4 billion, which was supposed to be somewhere between 70 and 72% on the dollar. So if you had $100 worth of crypto on FTX, you were going to get somewhere between $70 and $72. So when FTX won the bid, this was their largest bid. There were other bids. Presumably, Binance was the number 2 bid after FTX. At this time, there was a lot of butting heads between Sam Bankman-Fried and CZ, between Binance and FTX, between Binance US and FTX US. Binance being overwhelmingly the number 1 exchange, but FTX coming strong and hard right behind Binance. Interestingly enough, Binance gave seed money to FTX. Binance ended up giving $200 million for seed money to FTX. They ended up selling it for $2.1 billion. Okay. One of the reasons why Binance could not get this deal, because there was a lot of FUD rumors going along that they couldn't pass compliance because they're not a US-based company, because CZ was at the helm, and a lot of people were playing on this, Asian phobia, because CZ is of Asian descent. I believe his background is Chinese, and he has a Canadian passport. At the time, CZ even went on the news and said, hey, this is a lot of FUD and a lot of people are starting rumors. Well, where do you think all these rumors were happening? At the same time, Sam Bankman-Fried ended up paying out CZ to leave as an investor in FTX. Why? Why did he do that? He claimed that every single time he needed to get regulation, every single time he needed to get licenses, that people were denying him, regulators were denying him because of the stake of the company that CZ owned, that Binance owned. So Sam Bankman-Fried paid him out $2.1 billion. Of the $2.1 billion, just a smidge under $600 million, $580 million, happened to be FTT, which was the FTX token, which is now worthless, which leaves Binance around $1.5 billion. Why am I telling you the story? What does this have to do with FTX and Voyager specifically? Okay. A lot of people are fighting now that, hey, FTX never actually had the money to buy Voyager. Sam Bankman-Fried was actually Sam Bankman-fraud. And the only reason he came to soup up Voyager is to make him seem like he was stronger. He actually gave a revolving credit line to Voyager before that. And actually, Alameda, a subsidiary of Sam Bankman-Fried, owes money to Voyager, which was the funniest thing that I saw on the balance sheet. Anyways, so now people are saying, hey, CZ of Binance does not actually have the money. CZ of Binance is only doing this as well to make himself seem strong. There's a lot of fraud going on with Binance. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is purely entertainment and education, and I don't know one way or the other. I'm just giving you my thoughts and open thinking. In a 72-hour period, specifically in a 24-hour period, 72-hour period, $9 billion was withdrawn from Binance. And in a 24-hour period, just a smidge under $6 billion was withdrawn from Binance. CZ has tens of billions of dollars in reserves. on his cold storage wallets. I believe it's like 50 something billion. Pulling out $9 billion in a matter of 72 hours is the same equivalent as pulling out, you got to understand, the entire crypto market right now is $800 billion. So pulling out $9 billion is more than 1% of the total crypto market. Just listen to what he said. 1% of the entire crypto market. I mean, it's absolutely freaking huge. That's like pulling out over $100 billion of fiat. Imagine somebody came up to the United States Federal Reserve and said, hey, can you please give me a bag of $100 billion? I want to withdraw this money. Like, I don't know, would they be able to accommodate you? So CZ was able to accommodate the $9 billion. Now, he's buying Voyager for $1.022 billion. And he's giving $10 million good faith with an additional $10 million later and up to a $15 million for expenses. One might say, hey, Adam, what's the point of CZ doing this? What does he get out of this? He gets a client list. The client list is 1.7 million clients. The theory here is he's going to pay people out in kind, by the way, in kind, and I'll explain to you what that means. And they're going to be users of Binance US. This is what he's thinking. This is what he really wants. Paying people out in kind means if you have 1 Bitcoin, you will get paid 1 Bitcoin. If you have 10 Ethereum, you will be paid out 10 Ethereum. It's not you're going to get a fiat value of. And when you get paid in kind, you need to hold that in kind somewhere. Probably he's going to say everybody that's going to get paid needs to have a Binance account in one way, shape, or form. And then in your Binance account, you will be deposited the crypto. And at that point, you can then do whatever you want. That's what I'm assuming is going to end up happening. Again, I am assuming that's what's going to happen. And most people that held their money on Voyager are the same people that have no effing clue about crypto. Remember, of all crypto value, of all crypto volume per a 24-hour period, only 5 to 10%, that means over 90% of crypto is done on central exchanges. Only 5 to 10%, a very small number, is actually DeFi. What is DeFi? Using a cold storage, using DEXs, decentralized exchanges, using decentralized protocols, lending protocols, so on and so forth. And no, Celsius was not decentralized. Celsius was very centralized, by the way, and they were using a decentralized manner to get away with regulations. Because, for example, you can't do Voyager in the United States, in New York. You cannot do BlockFi in New York. Celsius, because it was built on DeFi, you would have an ability to do Celsius in any state that you wanted to do it. And that's the difference. So now we have this dilemma. Is CZ insolvent or is CZ is not insolvent? Is Binance US insolvent? Is it not insolvent? Is Binance insolvent? Is it not insolvent? Does he have the money? So let me explain a couple of things here. If CZ got a $2.1 billion payout, let's just think logically over here. And he says that he has around 580 million of FTX token, FTT token that he wrote off. Let's say 600, make it easy. You're left with $1.5 billion. At the time when he got this money, crypto was worth more money, right? So now it's worth less. Let's say crypto dropped 30%. He still has $1 billion, right? 1.5. Now he has 1 billion, plus or minus. He literally has the money from the FTX seed money that he implanted in FTX to allow them to continue working, right? Because at one point, Sam Bankman-Fried needed that money. He's literally taking the investment that he put into FTX, the profits he took, he then could just put that into Voyager, buy Voyager, right? That's it. Very, very simple. So a lot of people are like, where does he have the money? Where does he have the money? I don't know if he has it at the end of the day, but it seems to me that he has the money. Now, you guys should do your own research, obviously, but let's just think outside the box. 2.1 billion minus 600 million minus a drop in value of crypto still has enough money to cover the 1.022 plus the $15 million in expenses and the additional 20 million that he's giving them, right? How is this going to work now? January 5th, there's going to be a hearing. There's going to be a vote. Do you want it to go through or not? If it passes, the deal is supposed to go through on April 18th. And there's an option to extend for 1 month, so May 18th. And hopefully this is when some people are going to get some of their money back. What's going to happen to Voyager stock? This, I honestly have no idea what happens to Voyager stock. Maybe Voyager stock is going to be worthless. Maybe Voyager stock is only going to be worth $20 million because that's all he's giving, from my understanding, on top of the actual value of the crypto. I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh, well, FTX was supposed to buy Voyager for $1.4 billion. Binance is only buying it for a smidge over $1 billion. Now, that is a significant drop in value. However, he's buying the crypto value at fair market value. That means crypto went down since September till now 30% more or so, depending on what they're holding, right? Different cryptos, ups and downs. So from my understanding, he's buying fair market value. This is what the value is. And I'm sure that part of the fair market value is how much crypto actually dropped. I want to know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Is CZ solvent or insolvent? Is CZ the next Sam Bankman-Fried, or is CZ legit? I did a poll on my Twitter. I think I had like 200 people that ended up voting, something like this. And overwhelmingly, I gave three options. CZ is a fraud, CZ is strong, and by CZ I mean Binance, or I have no idea. Very few people said that CZ is weak. Most people said that CZ is strong, Binance is strong financially, and a few people said that we don't know. And it was like overwhelming, like 80% or so, this way against that way. So we're going to definitely see what's going to end up happening. I'm looking forward to the hearing on January 5th. I'm looking forward to some actual good news. I dread Binance falling. I don't see them falling. Personally, right now, they were able to handle $9 billion. Remember, Sam Bankman-Fried fell at $5 billion. The withdrawals was $5 billion, and he could not handle it. Binance handled 5-point-something billion in a day, and he says that's not the most we ever had withdrawals. That's actually our 5th highest. So there was a lot more withdrawals at one point than that. And $9 billion within 72 hours. That's a massive, massive amount. Remember, that's over 1% of total cryptocurrency in the entire world. If you think about that massive, gigantic number that I just said. There's some FUD that auditors are dropping Binance, and the auditing firm was called Missouri, I think, something like that, Mazars, something with an M. That firm was not just ordering Binance. They were ordering Binance, they were ordering Crypto.com, they were ordering KuCoin. They dropped all of them. A lot of accounting firms are scared to take clients for crypto right now. A lot of accounting firms, professional businesses, they're scared of crypto in general. And it's the wild, wild west when it comes to crypto. People don't know what to do. So they rather not be associated with any crypto than to be associated with crypto and do something wrong. There's not any clean-cut paths to deal with crypto in any way, shape, or form. With banking, with auditing, financial, so on and so forth. Now, since Binance is a closed company, who knows what's going to end up happening, right? You don't see the books. You can't audit the books at the end of the day. And a proof of reserves is not a, end all, be all of proofs. At the end of the day, you just see what's given to you. You just see certain wallets, and you just see how much of people's deposits are actually there on the account. So a lot of people are like, hey, proof of reserves, most of it is in BUSD and BNB. Well, BUSD is a stable coin. BNB is BNB. The proof of reserves are supposed to match the deposits or the buys of the clients, of the users. So if I buy 10 Bitcoin, you should have 10 Bitcoin for me in proof of reserves. I'm not going to buy 10 Bitcoin and you're going to have 100 Ethereum or whatever the equivalent is, right? So don't work like that. And a lot of people don't understand that. BUSD and USDC are probably the two strongest stable coins right now. Tether is questionable, and the other ones I don't really think about. BUSD is not issued by Binance. BUSD is issued by a company called Paxos, and it is backed, from my understanding, with bonds, and it was backed by fiat, and it's backed by actual tangible assets. That's my understanding. I didn't research it more than that, but I know that it's not from Binance. It is from Paxos. Guys, Binance is overwhelmingly the largest exchange in the world. At the end of the day, this was a competition between Sam and CZ. It seems like CZ absolutely shellacked Sam. Sam is going to get shellacked more in jail unless he's going to cut some deal and give up some higher people. He might actually won't make it past that, if you guys know what I mean. And I don't know what ends up happening. I have no idea. But I'm glad that possibly Voyager customers are going to get some money. I hope that they're going to get at least 50 or 60% or more on their money. And listen, this might make crypto so much stronger. This might make crypto so much stronger. I don't have any money in Binance. I have a few dollars on central exchanges. I use DeFi. A lot of people don't want to learn DeFi. People don't want to learn from their mistakes. People are too lazy to take a few moments and secure their own cryptocurrency. It's honestly not that hard. I promise you it's not that hard. If you guys want to learn how to use DeFi and how to set up wallets for all of your favorite cryptos, I think you should definitely click on this link right here. I show you how to make an Atomic wallet. I show you how to make a Trust wallet. I show you how to make a MetaMask wallet. It's a really, really cool video. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And I truly do appreciate you. Thank you for watching.